Hi guys, welcome to Grub Garden. My name is Antonia and today we are going to be cooking quinoa salad with a lovely spiced Alaskan salmon. You don't have to just use salmon, you can use halibut, you can use cod, you can use pollock, which is really cheap as well. This dish is super versatile. So in here I have our lovely quinoa cooking away. So what I've basically done is taken it all, poured it in there, just covered it in water, and then I brought it up to the boil, bubbling away quite nicely. It's taking on all the water.
So you've just poured the quinoa into the pan?
Literally, that's all I've done.
And covered it in water?
And covered it in cold water, then brought it up on probably about a medium heat on the stove. And then once it comes back to the boil like that, you turn it off, and then just gonna leave it there to kind of self-steam. Basically, it's gonna use the residue heat to cook the rest of it. Next bit is the lovely salmon. What you guys need to do with your salmon is, I've kept the skin on, I've also kept the belly on, so you keep a lot more shape. It's been descaled as well, you can ask your fishmonger to do that, or you can buy it already pre-scaled at the supermarket. And then what we're going to do is add the rub, so pretty simple. So I've got salt, pepper, lots of salt and pepper to bring out all the flavour. If you don't have garam masala, you can use 5 spice. You could do a simple Cajun kind of spice. Sprinkle that all over the top. Rub it in and flip him over. As much flavouriness as I can get. Rub it in. You're going to go in with a good bit of pepper on the other side. A good bit of salt on the other side. I've also got my pan for my salmon warming over here. It's super hot. That's nicely done. I'm going to leave that there to kind of marinate for a little bit, and then what we're going to do is the rest of the salad. We're going to go in with my little baby shallots. You can use banana shallots, you could use spring onion. You want to cut it nice and thin, 3/4 of the way, all the way through. If you can't chop really thin, chop it chunky. If you like it chunky, have it chunky. I've got nothing against that. Cut against it, 3/4 of the way, and then cut against it again, and that's how you get a nice fine dice. Once that's done, what you need to do is get it into a bowl. So, good bit of olive oil straight in there like that, just enough to cover it. Well, not too much, you just want to be able to give it a good coating in the oil to start breaking it down. We're also going to add some fresh lemon juice, about 1/4 of lemon juice. Do it from a height if you're feeling ambitious. And then give that a little mix. Salt and pepper. Good bit of salt and pepper. That's kind of our marinade. Then what we need to do is we're going to add some chilli. Cut off his little hat. Scrape out the middle if you don't want it too spicy. Then I'm just going to chop those into nice thin strips. Chop against it to nice fine dice. Go straight in there. Okay, so this is the fun part. I've got to get the pomegranate seeds out of the pomegranate. So what you need to do is take a bowl, make yourself a makeshift apron because it goes everywhere. And then with a wooden spoon, just tap it and they'll just fall out just like that. And then what we're going to do is add some fresh herbs. The mint, the coriander, the parsley and the basil. Just scrunch that all up. This quinoa salad loves herbs. So the more herbs you put in it, the better it's going to taste. Quinoa, let's check him out. Look, he sucked up all the water. He's got nice and big.
Is this healthy? Is quinoa healthy?
Oh my god, yes. It's super duper healthy.
Your 6-pack right here.
There's a little bit of water at the bottom, just drain that off. My plants are going to love this. You can use any different type of quinoa, red quinoa, black quinoa, whatever you've got kicking about. So what we need to do now, get your salmon in, hot pan, oil the fish, the skin side. Never ever put oil in the pan. The reason why I do this is because it stops it from going soggy. Dry hot pan, so skin side down, straight in the pan, add a bit of pressure. It will curl up. So if you zoom in, you're going to start to see the colour. It's going to start cooking. You're going to cook it 95% on the skin side, 5% on the flesh. Carrying on with the salad, what we need to do now is crush up our cashew nuts. So I've just lightly toasted them, get them in a pestle, give them a good bash.
Why cashews?
I just love cashews.
Just gotta love cashews.
You can use pistachios, hazelnuts, lightly crushed just like that. Get that in your mix over here. Okay. let's check out my salmon. So you start to see a little bit of belly fat starting to render. Now, I love my salmon pink, but not everyone does. But for me, Alaskan salmon is beautiful pink. Add a bit of pressure. So I'm gonna go in with our nigella seeds. I'm only gonna go with about 3/4. I'm gonna save some for the garnish to make it look nice and pretty. Then I'm gonna get that into my salad. Mix that through. A bit of pepper. A bit of salt. Taste it, see if it has enough seasoning. When all the fat starts to come out the side, you got to check if he's ready to flip, because I don't want to overcook this. Flip him over. Look at that. Let's add a bit of pressure on him. So remember, I said 95% skin side down, 5% on the skin. So he's had his time. Flip him back over. Go with a little squeeze of lemon juice just at the end. Get a plate, then let him rest.
I like how we're personifying the salmon as a him.
He was once a him before the fisherman caught him. It's really important that you let fish rest as well. Everyone thinks that you're not supposed to, but it makes all the lovely juices go back into the fish, and that's what keeps it nice and moist. So what we need to do now is add those herbs. So get them in. Add the rest of these guys. So once you've done that, I'm ready to plate up. Salmon. So you see all the juices started to come out as well. That's flavour. Just on there. Bit of lemon. Nigella seeds just on the top like that. Bit of rocket on the top. Nice thin piece of chilli on the top. And that, guys, is your quinoa salad with pan-fried Alaskan salmon with a garam masala crust. Check out all our other recipes and subscribe below as well.